Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. We're talking airports today. Specifically, we're talking about all that dead time in the airport terminal. You know what I'm talking about? Delayed flights, long layovers, that weird dead zone where you're 3 hours early because you'd rather be too early than even about being late. It's brutal, but it doesn't have to be. I've got 12 ways to turn those wasted hours into opportunities. We're talking turning lemons into lemonade, folks. Get ready to make the most of your airport experience.
Okay, I'm messing with you a little bit. But seriously, let's talk about airport art. Some airport art is, well, let's just say it's not everyone's cup of tea. You know, those bad sculptures that make you wonder what the artist was thinking. But here's the thing about those so-called bad sculptures, they have a charm of their own. You ever notice how people can't help but laugh or take selfies with them? It's like they bring out this playful side in us. It's kind of like watching a movie that's so bad it's good. You know the ones, where the acting is terrible, the plot makes no sense, but you can't stop watching because it's just so entertaining. But let's not forget, airports are also home to some genuinely impressive art installations. We're talking massive murals that tell a story, photography exhibits that capture moments in time, and even rotating galleries that showcase the work of local artists. It's like a mini art museum right in the middle of your travel experience. Think about it. You're passing through a hub of global culture. Why not take a minute to soak it all in? It's a chance to see something new, something different. You might be surprised by what you find. Maybe it's a piece that makes you think, or something that just makes you smile. I remember once stumbling upon this incredible photography exhibit in Heathrow. These huge black and white prints of 1960s London street scenes were just mesmerizing. It was like stepping back in time, seeing the world through the eyes of someone who lived decades ago. It made me appreciate the history and the stories behind those images. So next time you're rushing through an airport, take a moment to look around. You never know what kind of hidden gems you might discover. It could be a quirky sculpture that makes you laugh, or a stunning piece of art that leaves you in awe.
Look, I get it. Duty-free gets a bad rap. People think overpriced tourist traps, right? And yeah, sometimes it is. But sometimes, duty-free is your golden ticket to guilt-free shopping. Think about it. You're already at the airport. You're probably bored out of your mind. And you've got this weird limbo where you're not quite on vacation, but you're definitely not at home dealing with real life. That's the duty-free sweet spot. Grab yourself a ridiculously overpriced perfume, a giant Toblerone bar, whatever. Treat yourself, you deserve it.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Airport lounges, those are for fancy people, right? Not necessarily. A lot of lounges offer day passes, and honestly, they can be worth every penny, especially if you've got a long layover. Think about it. Comfortable seating, free Wi-Fi, unlimited snacks and drinks. It's like a mini vacation from the chaos of the terminal. Plus, you know what's better than a screaming toddler on your flight? A screaming toddler that's not anywhere near you because you're chilling in the lounge. Just saying.
Chapter 4. Airport food, don't settle for sad sandwiches. Okay, I'm going to level with you. Airport food has a reputation for being, well, terrible. But it doesn't have to be that way. Airports are stepping up their food game, people. Gone are the days of soggy sandwiches and overpriced pretzels. Now you've got gourmet food halls, local restaurants, even Michelin-starred chefs setting up shop in terminals. Take advantage of it. Try some local cuisine, grab a craft beer, make it an experience. You're already on an adventure, might as well fuel it with some good food.
Chapter 5. Airport Spa Day. Treat yourself. Okay, hear me out on this one. I know it might sound a bit unconventional at first. I know it sounds crazy. But trust me, it's not as wild as it seems. A lot of airports these days have spas. And I'm not just talking about those weird massage chair things in the middle of the terminal. Sure, those massage chairs can be nice, but they don't compare to the real deal. I'm talking full-on spas, with massages, facials, the works. Imagine sinking into a plush massage table, the stress melting away as a professional works out all those travel-induced knots. Think about it. You're stressed from traveling, your muscles are tense, and your mind is racing. You're about to cram yourself into a metal tube for hours on end, surrounded by strangers with limited legroom and recycled air. Why not treat yourself to a little pre-flight pampering? A massage or facial can do wonders for your mood and well-being. You'll arrive at your destination relaxed, refreshed, and ready to go. Imagine stepping off the plane feeling like a new person instead of a crumpled, exhausted version of yourself. Plus, you'll be way less likely to strangle the person next to you if the flight gets bumpy. A little relaxation can go a long way in making your travel experience more enjoyable. So next time you're at the airport with some time to kill, consider treating yourself to a spa day. Your body and mind will thank you. After all, travel should be an adventure, not a source of stress. Treat yourself and make the journey just as enjoyable as the destination.
Chapter 6. Catch up on your reading list. I know. Reading at the airport sounds about as exciting as watching paint dry. But hear me out. Remember all those books you swore you'd read but never had the time for? This is your chance. Download some ebooks, grab a magazine, whatever you're into. Put on your noise-canceling headphones, find a quiet corner, and just lose yourself in a good story. It's the perfect way to escape the airport chaos and recharge your brain before your flight. Plus, you'll look super intellectual and well-read, which is always a bonus.
Okay, this one's a no-brainer. Download a movie, binge watch a show, whatever you're into. Turn that layover into your own personal movie marathon. Just make sure you've got your headphones because nobody wants to be person blasting their show on speakerphone in the middle of the terminal. Trust me on this one.
Okay, this is my personal favorite way to pass the time at the airport. Airports are like the world's biggest, strangest stage, and everyone's a performer. You've got people from all walks of life, all going to different places, all with their own stories to tell. Find a good spot, grab a coffee, and just observe. Make up stories about the people you see. Imagine where they're going, what they're thinking. It's like a free movie in your head, and it's way more entertaining than watching that weird guy across from you clip his toenails. Seriously, dude, not cool.
I know. Doing yoga at the airport might sound a little bit extra. You might be thinking, isn't that what the airport lounges are for? But trust me, there's something uniquely refreshing about stretching out in the open. But trust me on this one. It's not just about looking like a yoga enthusiast. It's about giving your body what it needs. After hours of sitting in cramped seats, your body is going to crave a good stretch. Those tight muscles and stiff joints need some love, and a few minutes of stretching can make a world of difference. So next time you're at the airport, don't hesitate to stretch out those travel kinks.
Chapter 10. Mobile gaming level up your layover. Look, sometimes you just need to zone out and crush some candy or whatever. And that's okay. Mobile gaming is your friend, especially when you're stuck at the airport. Download some new games, challenge your friends online, or just lose yourself in a world of pixelated adventure. It's a great way to pass the time, de-stress, and maybe even impress some fellow gamers with your mad skills. Just don't forget to look up from your phone every once in a while to make sure you don't miss your flight.
Chapter 11. Airport Hobbies, Get Crafty. Who says you can't be productive while you're waiting for your flight? Bring along a portable hobby like knitting, drawing, or even writing, and get those creative juices flowing. It's a great way to pass the time, express yourself, and maybe even create something cool to take home with you as a souvenir. Plus, it's a lot more rewarding than just scrolling through social media for hours on end. Although, let's be real, we'll probably end up doing that too.
Chapter 12. Plan your next adventure. Alright, this one's for all my fellow travel junkies out there. What better way to pass the time at the airport than by planning your next adventure? Use the airport's Wi-Fi to research destinations, book flights and hotels, and create the ultimate travel itinerary. By the time your flight boards, you'll be so excited about your next trip that you'll forget you were ever bored in the first place. Plus, you'll have a head start on planning, which means less stress and more time for exploring once you reach your destination.
So there you have it, 12 ways to turn those dreaded airport hours into something fun, productive, or at the very least, bearable. Remember, the airport doesn't have to be a soul-sucking void of boredom and frustration. It can be an opportunity to explore, relax, and maybe even discover something new about yourself. Just remember to keep your belongings close, your phone charged, and your sense of adventure even closer. Thanks for watching. I hope these tips help you make the most of your time at the airport. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel tips and adventures. Safe travels, everyone.